Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, another wondrous Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane. We are off here to a 1 vs 1 on a Langraskeia between Paul AD here fighting for the Soviet Union and the 3rd Mechanized Corps here going up against Sageofthesix fighting for Germany. Fighting for the 1st Panzer Division here. The Pioneers, 2 squads getting out there already, noting here. Although we do see the infantry companies up, but he's obviously hoping to grab a bit more territory. He's also doing, he's setting up barbed wire here to make any approach towards the cover point here a bit more tricky. Then he decides against it, apparently. A bit schizophrenic there, it would seem. Also noting his early support weapon company here for Paul AD. Conscripts moving over there, point there being secured. Wiring up here is denying enemy his cover. Mitzi Pioniere. Rapidly laying down large spools of the stuff. That's definitely going to make things a bit harder there. And so now with cover a lot more important, denying as much as possible, of course, is always a nice idea. So, sharp thinking there for Sageofthesix. Pioneers arriving. We're seeing here a Grenadier squad arriving here for Sageofthesix. Points there being secured. Point there being secured. For the glory of Deutschland. So far, so quiet. There we go. We're seeing a Maxim now arriving for Paul AD, adding in some heavy machine guns. The water-cooled Maxim, a relic of wars past. In the case of the Soviets, actually mounted on wheels, basically because it was so heavy, and the Russian army, when it adopted it back, also quite some time ago, was largely a foot army, in which case they needed something that could easily be dragged around, hence the wheels. Sageofthesix actually going for a bit of a spread out advance, a bit dangerous, also doing a bit of barbed wire here. Lots of barbed wire for Sageofthesix. We're noting a 2nd Grenadier squad arriving. Commanders, by the way, are Soviet Industry and Guard Motor. Whereas the Sageofthesix for close air support, Spearhead, and Mechanized Assault. So a bit of this and that here. Advancing up here, Maxim could be setting up. Noting here a 2nd Maxim up. Also here, there's a quick reconnaissance move from Paul AD here, quickly checking if there are any fascists about before moving in, then taking the point there. Good thinking. Pioneers could be flanking in from the behind, and we are seeing a 3rd Grenadier squad so far, so 3 Grenadiers, 2 Pioneer squads here for Sageofthesix. They're getting pinned down, losing 1 life here to the Maxim. And he's rapidly moving in, going after the cutoff point, from another Maxim moving up the Pioneers. Noting he's actually denying his opponent cover, right his own cutoff point. And they go going for the cutoff point, they're going to firing up. Pioneers taking up position there, should quickly be rapidly following up. The munitions there, by the way, have been denied to the Reich. Pioneers have secured the cover point, but they need to fall back as well soon. At the same time, Maxim take up position. Pioneers could be flanking in and hit from the rear. Or not. Bit of aggressive harassment going in there from either side. Pretty interesting. Pioneer falling back here in the face of Soviet advances.
Waiting for your command.
2 conscript squads, 1 communist squad, and 2 Maxims here for Paul. No, oh, moved a bit too fast there, Sage.
Under infantry attack standing by.
Maxim advancing straight into the Grenadiers, a bit of a dangerous deal right there by Paul. Shall be punished here by the Grenadier. Point blank, and there go. And Maxim take up position here, covering up the munitions point there, going for the point there. Grenadier could be in trouble, more conscripts are moving in. Rather aggressive push there, supported by Maxim. Maxim are falling back, communists moving in. Right hand side falling here to the Reich. There's going to be suppressed out in the open. Pioneers taking a field cache here. Hoping perhaps to make it hard to arrest, but at the same time needs to cancel it, Sage! Cancel it! Cancel it! Oh no! Cancel it, Sage!
How do you like that? Conscripts ready and willing.
Oh no, that was a bit of a bad move there. Sage failed to cancel it. That's going to hurt. That's 200 manpower down the drain that early in the game.
Incoming around. Ready.
Supply lines have been cut.
Points there being secured. 3 conscripts, 1 combat squad, and 2 Maxims, and we know in here medic upgrade going up there for Paul.
Leading comrade.
Sageofthesix has lost most of the connected territories, so he's currently getting barely any resources here. Looking a bit grim. We are seeing a light mechanized company going up, though, might be able to sort of turn things around there. the power of the light mechanized company. Maximum firing event, and it is getting suppressed. Going for the color point again, but this time with the sense of victory point there, it still might be a bit harder. But then again, I mean, Sageofthesix has most of the territory. What he doesn't have is any connection with it. On the other hand, Paul is holding the most of the vital points. But on the other hand, he's got nothing to really connect them with. So there's a bit of a sort of curious situation going on with both sides. Definitely something a bit out of the ordinary. Also, no real front lines at the moment. Sageofthesix upon need to fall back once more.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Looks like here that Paul might be able to secure both munitions points and actually have them connected, but that's about it really. And they're going to be through a very, very tenuous supply line going right through here, thanks to the centre victory point. Grenadier squad here for the light machine gun coming in for the Maxim. The Maxim really doing its job quite well there. Few pod falling here. Grenadier squad sneaking about. He needs to be careful. There we go. Maxim firing. Oh, managed to make it to the building there, getting up to safety. And the Conch goes a bit too close there. They might lose there, so Grenadiers start the building then. And again with the Maxim nearby. The Grenadiers might be spreading out the fire. Oh, there we go. The Conch rapidly dropping outside of the windows as they try to get in, but can't quite.
This now belongs to the people and workers.
Another fuel cache here. Sageofthesix clearly intent on securing some extra fuel here. Flamethrower falls off as a pioneer.
How can we help?
You need something built?
And looks like we are seeing something here. Oh, a demo charge by the fuel point.
Enemy
Let's take up to the Maxim running up.
Get down! Grenade!
And a rive grenade going off somewhere, killing some poor soul.
Replacements have arrived.
Still rather spread out across the map here, trying his best to sort of hold the fuel points.
We are ready.
Bit of an exposed position here for the fuel cache. I mean, I imagine he wants to sort of use it to connect with here, but otherwise, you know, here, or for that matter, here would have been a much safer position. We are seeing a mortar after arriving for Sageofthesix, and again of light artillery there. And there we go, the Pioneers went down to the demo chart. So much going on at the moment here. Grenadiers going to be forced to fall back. Yes, Paul so far having a bit of an advantage, a bit of an upper hand. 3 command points secure, still no commander here for Paul. Western fuel point falling once more into the hands of Germany. As we see the mortar taking an advantage to flush out the Maxim there. And there we go, we actually see a choice of Soviet industry here for Paul. Soviet industry, rather rare to see that, but interesting. It seems to have been made a slight resurgence here with the latest patch changes, so that's overall interesting. Thus ensuring that Paul gets a lot more fuel. Of course he'll have less manpower, but I imagine he's going to make up for that with the fuel usage. With some nasty armoured units. Field gun on the way for him first.
We've taken the territory.
Aggressive play here with the mortar half-tack from Sage.
Awaiting command. We are ready to go, comrades. Riflemen ready.
Nasty work there, nasty work. Though so far the mortar half-tack is not really getting any hits.
Playing with fire. Awaiting command.
There we go, field gun arrives.
Objective secure. Engineers ready. Defended.
The sector has been cut off.
Awaiting command. Okay.
Mortar rounds flying down there, almost hitting the combat engineers. Cummins trying to light the Grenadiers on fire, not quite yielding any great successes, except Friedrich.
Supply sector under attack.
There we go. Maxim covering the advance of the conscripts here, giving them on the other hand versus them. They do make it into cover, ultimately it's going to be a bit too late here. They're already suppressed, thus means the conscripts will have the upper hand, and there we go, Grenadiers retreating.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Grenadiers advancing, getting caught here on the open conscripts, Grenadiers, Maxims, and what not. Rough grenade to the face, Grenadiers holding up here as the conscripts take up in the building. Rough grenade here didn't do too much.
Something built.
Mortar half-track slightly pulling back. Also noting it, yes, there we go. Tango battalion command going up here for Paul.
The motherland grows.
Still most of the map here is in the hands of Sageofthesix. The way that poor lady's fighting is certainly not about map control as such, it's just about harassment, disruption, and causing havoc, and I imagine that also might be why he went for Soda Industry. Thanks to Soda Industry, I mean, he's less dependent on map control to get the fuel, though of course getting more fuel is always grand. And now the fuel cache is out in the open again, a reason why I was a bit unsure about this and not entirely positive about the placement of this one. Generally, you should try and secure caches first, you know, much safer place you can much more easily cover, like this one, or this one, and this one really is the better one on this map. There we go. Fuel cache down for Sage. And the fuel point was lost as well. But a knife vibe really takes a toll here. The Mortar Half-Tech finding out so. Pioneers holding up position and denying it to any Russians that might advance. And the Tango Battalion command is almost up. Paul here having sufficient fuel to get some nasty things soon. And up here with Spearhead for Sageofthesix there. With this Granatenwerferwagen. And a bit of a small complement of units overall, actually. But again, 2 caches, including one that didn't really pan out. It's certainly also going to cost a bit of manpower. Panzer going to be advancing here, marching up the right flank. Might be hoping to sort of hit the Russians from that angle. And of course, the question is, we'll prepare for what there was happening there, of course, with Tango Battalion Command and Soda Industry. I mean, you can really get out a lot of vehicles and light armor quickly, and we do see that Polity taking advantage of that. First light tank rapidly followed up with a half-track. Mechanized corps getting ready to assault, and I imagine we'll be seeing the AA half-track here, ready to stretch some krauts.
We've captured it. Standing by. Engaged by Red Army forces.
Half-track awaiting.
He's going to need Pack 40, but he does know it, and there we go. T-70 arrives. Pack 40, and there we go. Panzer getting caught up with the maximum. Now the AA half-track take a march to close in on the Panzers. Panzer's getting absolutely murdered out here in the open. The AA half-track mercilessly tearing through them, and there we go. Panzer is forced to retreat. Barely making out of there. 3 nice kills there for the AA half-track. At the same time, T-70 going here for the mortar half-track. Pack 40 is on the way. Gunners are moving in to sort of shield it with a Panzerfaust, hopefully. But there we go. T-70 really getting a bit of damage. Panzerfaust there on the T-70. Bit of a risky move there by Paul, though. He should have moved it out of range of the Grenadiers. Instead, he's cutting the Panzerfaust, and then there's going to be a Pack 40 soon. So that is not going to end up with a happy ending for that crew. Grenadiers are catching up in a lot of fire. Looks like he'll lose that squad.
Standing by.
Guns getting shredded. No! Sageofthesix actually pulls the half-track away instead of going in for the kill, for the coup de grace. He actually moves away. That gives it a small chance to get away, but now, as he retreats, then he's getting caught out in the open. Bit unfortunate. But still, some are managing. T-70 destroyed their armor like tissue paper that Pack 40 reports. And the comrades are now getting shredded as well. There was a slight mismove there by Paul. Failed to sort of survive, keep those alive there, and also failed to sort of get a wipe there. Oh my goodness, this all the Panzer goes here with the half-track. So a series of not quite good engagement there for Paul. Second T-70 tank arriving here. There's about to, oh, they're going to call right in front of him the AA half-track, and there we go. Quad 50 calibers just tearing through them. We are seeing here that thanks to the vehicle, thanks to the armor, Paul is activating good progress, actually taking a lot of territory, and they're going to send a mortar run popping in there. Mortar half-track repaired, AA half-track moving in. Maxim forced to vacate the premises before it burns to death. And the AA half-track is going, oh, Maxim might get lost into the fire. Oh, there we go. Good is knocked. Ivan. And here we go, AA half-track once moving into dispatch, and Panzer gunners with haste. Driving in pretty close, not sure why I didn't drive up here, instead taking up there to the conscripts, and also where they can fight the conscripts while the Panthers enjoy the advantage of their cover. So that's a bit of an odd move there from Paul. Field gun and T-70 moving in against the base. But a bold move that we're going to be moving in there. Maxim charging in straight into everything. Paul is definitely getting rather aggressive here. Having both fuel points now, though, Sageofthesix has managed to actually save up quite a bit of fuel. Maxim went down here. A nice series of bursts from the Grenadiers with the light machine gun. Punished Paul there for his not so well handled Maxim crew there. Constantly going for the cover point there. This relentless assault here going in there from Paul continually. Maxim crew half-tech coming up to repair. I mean, he's gone for Soviet industry, so he can actually self-repair the vehicles. And he definitely should do that. I mean, that half-track will not survive another shot of anything anymore. So not a pack hit. So self-repair should be initiated. I mean, he's got the munitions for it, that's for sure. Comments moving up. And looks like some pencils got here about 2-1. Half-track pulling away, 10 kills. And a Maxim here, manned by some plucky pioneers. Hold back the conscripts to then cover the Pack 40. Good job there, good job. Bit of a desperate engagement. There we go, he's actually charging in the air, half-track. Straight in front of everything. Not sure what he's thinking now. I mean, he's not repaired it. He's not repaired it. There you go, veterans too. And then we got one Pack 40 hit. Cooked it up. I mean, I have no idea there what Paul was thinking. That was definitely a bit much. Also, be noting here a repair station up for Paul. That should actually help with repairs again. Why he couldn't just wait a bit longer for that to fix it is a good question. Certainly seemed a bit like a waste there to me. Mid-game analysis counter-chase. This Paul is relentlessly pushing now at Sageofthesix. Now he's actually got the vehicles, he's got the Soviet industry up, he's sort of really got the possibility of just charging continually. At the same time, though, he's rather making a few senseless risks here, throwing away the half-track and some other units left and right. So he needs to be careful. I mean, Sageofthesix on the other hand, a bit on the back foot. He's got plenty of fuel, he's got some resources here. One consideration is actually now he's also got this is getting a tank battalion come out and then get either Stuk or a Panzer IV rather rapidly. At this stage, he should probably also be figuring out his opponent's gone for Soviet industry and he's about to get hit by something large. I mean, some armor will definitely help with that, or getting a bunch more packs, but at the same time, with the fuel he has, some armor would not be a bad idea. Perhaps also some teller mines or something like that. One needs to keep up the pressure here, but a good job there, by the way, securing his opponent's Maxim. And then getting a bit of suppressive firepower to his forces, since he didn't get an MG42 of his own, which is actually a rather interesting move. And of course, going here for the fuel point over there, and denying his opponent as many as possible is not a bad idea either. Popping over here to Paul AD, I mean, a sort of situation look in terms of damage and kills. We actually know here that Paul is actually doing more damage than his opponent, which says something about the way that Paul is actually playing again, this sort of, you know, added power the Russians actually do have now, despite what some might say. Also in kills, he's on the other hand slightly behind, but again he's actually doing a lot of damage here to Sageofthesix, and that certainly should not be underestimated. But at the same time, he is getting a bit reckless and needs to be careful about that. I mean, he could try and save up for a KV-8, or he could even just basically say, I want to get a KV-2, and basically blast my opponent to tiny, tiny bits from which there shall be no recovery. A few mines here and there could also prove to be quite advantageous. As for the repair station, I mean, it's great, but I think it should have been slightly further back, not quite so out in the bloody open and such an obvious target here, as it does present Sage with some nice target practice once, you know, the front line might collapse if the assault can't keep it up. There's a bit of a dangerous situation there, and a dangerous possibility for Paul involved in that. But otherwise, you know, a few mines and keep up pushing, and again, you know, either of these two could probably help out quite a bit. And he's back to Sageofthesix and back to the fight. T-70 rolls in, flanks the pack. Gonna do so with a Panzer first. Good job, good thinking. Panzers don't have this, and though for a Panzer check that could also help. And there we go, Maxim suppressing and other stuff here. Flamethrower is moving in. Pack 40 cleared out. That's going to hurt. Saving up for a tight tank. I mean, he's got almost got the manpower, he's got the fuel, and he's not far away from having the command points for it. So roll, not an entirely bad idea, and that would definitely be another option. But then he goes for a Pack 40, so never mind. Otherwise, again, a Tiger tank would definitely be an option. Though, again, with, of course, he might be thinking with Soda Industry, his opponent could just keep throwing T-34s at him and wreck it. But no! In fact, he's not, and right now he's going to be wishing in a few moments that he went for the Tiger, because he's about to get hit by KV-8, and 2 Pack 40s will not be quite enough to deal with that. The KV-8 is absolutely poison to infantry, just tears through them and melts their faces as though it was a self-propelled Ark of the Covenant. There we go, Maxim crew in trouble. The house being lit on fire. The KV-8 apparently being a pyromaniac stream.
Ready.
At this stage, I imagine Sageofthesix has been, scheisse. Why had I not gone for the Tiger tank? Of course, he's got that. No, he's actually getting more troops. I think he should basically just try and stay up for the Tiger tank now, or is he having much faith in the Pack 40s? And if he is, he needs to spread them out more so they don't become so easily here. There's a trouble here with the Maxim force retreat. KV-8 rolling in. More target continued part support here. Maxim stolen back here by the Russians. Nice little move there by Paul.
Forces are securing our territory. The Russians are coming!
Overall, KV-8 or Pack 40 should be a bit more prepared. They're not in a good position. KV moving in. Oh, these Grenadiers are not going to have a fun day. There we go, another squad wiped out here for Sageofthesix. The KV-8 is on a murderous roll, and it is putting its enemies on fire. There we go again, the Pack 40 is not really optimally set up. Not optimally set up. I think he's trying to drive the mortar object in the way of it to sort of block the pathing of it. As you might be noticing again, the way they're set up. I mean, the Pack KV-8 could easily split them up and take them out one by one. Again, he could be saving up for a Tiger tank here, just 300 manpower. Oh, he's setting up a support armor core. Again, an odd decision here. An odd decision, I feel. Pack 40 here, trying to buy time now, succeeding veterans with the mortar attack. And there we go, he's actually got the support armor core. I imagine he'll be getting a Panzer IV then, but it needs to happen rather rapidly. And certainly before his entire base gets burned to a crisp, because that's really a main threat now. With the KV-8 out. I mean, the KV-8 is supremely evil. I'm actually seeing here now, thanks to the KV-8, he's actually got a lead on kills as well as damage. Panzer's there being pushed away.
How can we help?
And it is there. And while I'll certainly say the KV-8 is definitely something like fighting, you know, it's not like you've got completely without any options, you know, to say, quickly put a stop to it, I have to say, this time around. Now he needs to somehow save his infantry. Pull away. Panzer IV on the way.
Our base is under attack.
Barely an infantry alive here. Running around the buildings and the infantry, and there we go, Panzerkampfwagen arrives there for Sageofthesix and the 1st Panzer Division. Back to Paul, just getting more combat engineers. Exposing the rear there, the KV-8 to the Panzer IV and quickly making the escape. Like the Mechanized Company and the Sanity bunker was lost. Then they're finally retreating, knowing they can safely escape. Panzer IV advancing, Pack 40 quickly recruit as well. Sage here will need to quickly replenish those infantry losses. So now Paul has most of the map, and he's got a larger force. Soon he'll have both viewpoints, which could then lead to a rather rapid KV-2 if he actually wanted it.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
Oh, the conscript's making a straight run for the Panzer IV. He's getting shot here by the conscript out in the open. Bit risky, bit risky. And getting caught out in the open.
Well done, comrades. The point is ours.
We're seeing another mortar check actually out for Sageofthesix, an interesting move. Adding in more artillery of the lighter self-propelled kind. crew suffering the wrath there of the mortar attack. KV-8 makes another move here, coming in off of them, Pack 40 and Panzer 4. But again, I mean, in this case, thanks to this repair station, he can just quickly pull back, have it repaired by all of these repair engineers. So overall, not entirely a bad investment there from him. Again, I just question the placement of it. On the other hand, Sageofthesix is lacking in measures to actually quickly repair his Panzer 4. Maxims and other fun stuff moving ahead again. And there we go, a brave Maxim gunner fires at the Panzer 4, not quite realising that he's not firing super powerful depleted uranium bullets. More grenadiers out here. Panzer 4 though needs some repairs. I mean, it's down to half health. In essence, if the KV-8 was to drive in from with a 45mm gun, it might actually have a chance of taking out the Panzer 4. So, he does need to be a bit careful here. And there we go, the KV-8 moves forward. He had switched over to the 45. But then switch back. Orb move there, orb move. Then again, he might just hope to burn down the rest of Sage's base. So there you go, Pack 40's opening up. A very small pack front here established, the pack front being a German tactic of subordinating a lot of packs to one commander and basically that way sort of setting up the most... Oh, Telemines it up here! Clever, and actually caught the leading tank. Very nice job, and the pack front then can sort of, you know, quickly ambush a larger force of so tanks and knock them out without risking less armour. And there we go, that the KV-2 is on the field. Armed with a 152mm gun, it was rather heavily armoured as well. Quite the beast, although really only some action sort of mid to early to mid-war. The main problem was it was actually rather difficult to produce. And ultimately was basically shifted out because of that. But whenever it came to, you know, particularly doing Barbarossa, any German column being held up, it was generally because of this one. KV-8 down. Panzer 4 though needs to be repaired. It desperately needs to be repaired. Now go KV-2 advancing. He should remember, you know, firing positions is where it's most powerful because it gets range. It gets rate of fire because it fires extremely slowly. When it's moving, on the other hand, once it's set up, it fires reasonably fast. Plus it can fire all of those sorts of things. There we go though. Repair station down, rather what I feared. And right here he does make a bit of a mistake there. He's actually driving straight ahead. And there you go, Pack 40 opening up. Straight between two Pack 40s. And there we go again, it has a really slow reload time. It's not a tank like your other tanks. So right here, that was a massive mistake there by Paul. He pretty much proceeded to use it in the most wrong of ways. Driving it straight between two Pack 40s. On the other hand, Sageofthesix was then able to sort of quickly take it out. So that was a large mistake, but I already said that.
Conscripts ready and willing.
More tactics firing. Panzer 4 needs some rather desperate repairs. So I can only imagine the commander of this KV-2 is cursing Paul from the heavens above or hells below. There goes these conscripts ending up with a lot of trouble here. Panzer's going to do slow. Maximus running cover here. Still, I mean, Paul has most of the map, but at the same time, it's beginning to bleed out again. And that KV-2 was really just a supreme waste of resources. More pioneers, by the way, would be a good move for Sageofthesix to speed up the repairs if his Panzer come back. And again, he could be saving up for a Tiger tank this time around. Pack 40 trying to kill the field gun crew here. An interesting move. And there we go, they actually do it. Who's Arbeit? Leute.
Brave infantry have made the ultimate sacrifice.
Ooh, conscripts charging straight into that machine gun there, getting another poor grenadier.
We are as ready as we can be. Give the armor!
Panzer 4 slowly advancing. And then Armistice Deutschlands.
HMG crew is ready.
Then again, He should have probably set it up around here in fine position, or even slightly further back, and then had something scouted away for it. I mean, in that way, it actually becomes really, really devastating. The packs would have been what? Without a chance, instead of him diving straight into the field of 5-2, packs standing right up there, in fact, allowing Sageofthesix to get off a target weak point. So, I think that could have been handled a bit better. Popping smoke there. Rapidly escaping, looks like, well, not a Tiger tank, but another Panzerkampfwagen here arriving. By the way, this kind of camouflage was sort of a late war measure. And basically, though, I mean, it's actually the interior colours normally used on a Panzer actually being applied on the outside, which is why it looks like it's been painted by the Lollipop Guild. So, little fun fact there. Well, I don't think calling it in was a bad choice. It was merely how he used it that was the bad move, to be honest. I mean, had he done the same thing with the T-34, so also gone down, probably could have been using a bit more aggressively. I'm missing another KV-8 here. It looks like he might be again trying to sort of go for some kind of base wiping measure, or just hoping to burn away the remainder of Satan's troops. And again, getting the Maxim back. Those Maxims certainly get passed around quite a bit here on this battlefield. Oh dear, Panzers are getting cooked. And there we go, the Veteran 2 Maxim did not stand a chance. Panzer Grenadier is short, tragically so.
There are no cowards here.
Looks like the Panzer Force might try and deal with it. And might be he's actually setting up for T-34. Though he probably should have had more of them rather than the KV-2. There we go, KV-8 switching over to 45mm rounds. We've just seen the Panzer Force they're driving in. Doing a nice bit of damage here to the KV-2, or KV-8. One of many variants of the KV tank. We've seen the KV-8, we've seen the KV-2. There's also the KV-1E or S, which actually is sort of like a speedier KV-1 with slightly less armor. T-34 arriving. Rim exposed there. That could be good night. There we go. Panzer's moving in from the south, popping smoke here. T-34-76 advancing for the glory of the Rodina. And then straight into the T-34 Panzer IV here. Panzer IV close to 2 anti-tank grenade connects with the engine block. And there we go, shuts it up. There we go, T-34 down, kaput. There we go, GG. And game over there, bit of a brutal fight in many regards. We saw Sageofthesix brought to the brink of ruin, but managed to come back here, although I think he could have slightly avoided it with a Tiger tank. Ultimately, I can't say what's going through his head there again. I suspect he might have been worried about a T-34 rapidly ramming it and then wasting all those resources. That would be my guess, but ultimately I won't know, and certainly I won't be making myself too clever on that. But, you know, he still came back there with a Panzer IV, which certainly also turned out to be a good use. And then, of course, Paul Eddy pretty much sealed the deal with that poor KV-2 handling again. It was not a bad idea to call in, it was the way we used it, which pretty much resulted in it being wasted. So not entirely sure there. I mean, again, KV-2, not locked down, has an extremely low rate of firing out of the hand. When he does get it down, he can fire in arcs, and it shoots noticeably faster. So again, he should have done that, and he should then have sent some force out to scout for it. That could have cleared out the packs and quite a lot more, I imagine. Otherwise, he should have gone for T-34s. Sageofthesix, though, again, the pack 40s here against the KV-8. Once he saw it, again, he should have gone for a Tiger or something else. A few telemines would have been helpful, and ultimately the one here proved to be quite valuable. And the second KV-2 or KV-8 here from Paul again, you know, that was just not going to help him very much. So not sure why I went for that. Otherwise, it's been great to see so interesting use here. And overall, I mean, he actually made some good use of it. But again, you know, some slight reckless play with his vehicles overall rather cost him the game. So, hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you had some fun. If you did, want to subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, send in a replay and provide some feedback in the comments. If you do send in a replay, you know, feel free to point me to the leaderboards where you are, so I can sort of quickly get a hold on things and sort of figure things out. But anyways, this is Imperial Dane saying cheers, and hope you have some fun.